Hey there! This is the second day of our 12 days of Yule and the launch of our YouTube channel. So if you want to get notified, subscribe, hit the bell, and stay with us for the whole 12-day journey. In this video, we're going to be learning how to use a tarot reading to cultivate fun in 2020. And if you stay around till the end, here's a little sneak peek. I'm gonna do a fun reading for my wife, Amy. So, if you've been with me for the last few years on Facebook, you will know that using tarot for personal growth and healing is totally my jam. Let me know in the comments if you're part of my Facebook tribe so that I can give you an extra special thank you for coming over here to YouTube. Now, here's the thing. Fun is a huge part of personal growth and healing. So today we're going to get real life about the importance of fun. Now, you might know that I am a lover of Dr. Brene Brown. And she has a list called the 10 Guideposts for Wholehearted Living. And one of the items on that list, things the wholehearted do to bring greatness into their lives, is laughter, song, and dance. And I consider those things to be fun. Maybe you question that, but I think that this also means, cultivating fun in your life. Tarot and laughter go together like peas and carrots. There's sort of like that knowing chuckle that you get when your cards kind of call you out on your BS, that encourage you to rewind and do things differently. Maybe it'll just go, yeah, that again. There's laughter through tears when things have been super hard, but you see in the cards that they're getting better. There's even that shadow laughter when the cards call you out and say, hey, that asshole at work is finally leaving. And then you're like, But have you ever done a reading where you ask your deck, how can I have more fun in my life? I want to know in the comments if you have. You'll be in the minority because if we're going to be honest here, we're much more likely to call on the cards when things are crapola. I've never actually had a client book a tarot reading or a tarot therapy sesh and say, I want to learn how I can bring more laughter, song, and dance to my life. I would love that. So if you're in the market for that, hit me up. So I think that this is an especially fun activity to do with a group. And wouldn't it be awesome to get together maybe on New Year's Eve with some of your besties and do a reading about cultivating more fun in 2020. And in fact, for the whole next decade, the next 10 years. Imagine your life over the next 10 years if fun was a focus for you. Pretty incredible. If you're gonna do a little thing with your friends though, I have a tip. You want to call in the friends that you want to do this with, not the ones you think you should do this with. So you might want to keep it a little on the down low and then just invite those folks who you think are ripe for fun and ready to be part of your fun posse. You can go ahead and have a glass of wine or two, but really I draw the line at drunk conjuring. You're not gonna get what you need out of it, and it'll be a little more difficult to be a coven of kindness rather than a drunken monkey fest. So when you think about doing a tarot reading for fun, I have a significator that I want to use. And it's the Fool. The Fool is fun. The Fool does not give any fucks about what anybody thinks about them. They don't have that embarrassment feeling about doing the dance. They crack the jokes. The Fool, in the kingdom culture, the Fool was the only one who could tell the king the truth. And that's because he did it with fun and lightheartedness, and, you know, sort of called people out with laughter. So I think the Fool is an apropos significator for a reading on fun. And just, you know, check out the little face there, just uplifted to the light, like, send me on my merry way. I've got everything I need in my little satchel. I'm ready for fun. Wouldn't it also be great if you got together with your little posse and you did some fun card readings, and then you created a little journal practice around it so you could help hold each other accountable to their fun commitments? If you're interested in tarot journaling, that's awesome, because tomorrow's video is all about tarot journaling. So anyhow, if you want to do a fun reading for yourself, here's your chance, because I'm going to demonstrate with my sweetheart, Amy. And here's her introduction to the YouTube video scene. Come on in, honey.
Okay.
Do you want to have a fun reading?
Of course I do. I have not had enough fun in my life.
How do you
I'm
feel?
way too serious.
How do you feel about the Fool as a significator?
I think when I think of fun, I think of the Fool. Comedic and happy and carefree, and Lacey does too.
How's your comfort level with acting foolish?
Well, you know, I often say, because I work in the field of learning, that most times the thing that keeps people from learning is the fear of looking foolish.
Ooh, interesting.
Right. So I really encourage people to kind of revel in that awkwardness, because it helps us to lean into learning new things that may feel uncomfortable, but we get a lot from it.
Awesome. Awesome. And you can be pretty dorky and funny and foolish.
No, really?
Really. It's one of the things I first fell in love with you about.
Okay.
That, and that you would go visit a cemetery with me.
Right. As long as it's quiet and I can hear you.
So for those of you who are new to my tarot sitch, I just do a little shuffle. I'm going to do a little shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And I'm feeling the question of, how can we bring more fun, or how can you receive more fun in your life over the next year? How do you feel about that?
I think it's perfect.
You think it's good? Okay. Why don't you choose 3 cards?
Okay.
Da 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 da.
Swords
Da
upright.
da 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 da. Da, 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 da. I'm being foolish. Did you not get it?
Ace swords. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not the only dork. Oh, the Empress.
Ooh, interesting. So let me just tell you what I'm getting firsthand. The Queen of Swords is not the most fun queen in the pack. You know that. She's very serious. And I'm wondering, have you been taking yourself a little seriously lately?
Of course. All of my stuff has been about my pains at work.
Oh.
It's all work-related stuff, right?
And it's what's getting in the way of your fun, right?
Yep. Keeps me up at night. Yep. Obsessing. Yep.
What if you were to take that serious focus, and whenever one of those super serious thoughts came up, or the ones that sort of make you do that thing.
Little wrinkle right
Show
there.
them in the camera.
It's a
Amy
little
does that thing, and then I know she's not having fun.
It's like a hot poo face.
Hot, yeah, fresh hot poo. What if that was an impetus for the Queen? The Queen of Swords likes to be in the seat of the witness. She likes to look down, stand back and say, what is going on here? What if you allowed it to create this curiosity about, ooh, what's getting in the way of my fun right now?
Kind of like snapping the elastic band. It's a little reminder. Oh, the
Yeah,
wrinkle. Oh,
yeah.
lighten up.
Yeah. And then she's looking right at this Ace of Swords that's in reverse. And, you know, this can be a sign of being disempowered, feeling impotent in a situation. But I'm wondering if in the hands of the Fool, that Ace of Swords reverse means just put a pin in it. Like, just bury the sword. I am going to nail this to the ground, sort of, so to speak. Put a pin in it and turn my attention to fun. How do you feel about that?
So like to compartmentalize it, put it on the shelf and leave it there?
Yeah,
kind of
and
thing.
take some fun breaks. Like, you know, when you're getting that look, like instead of powering through, maybe getting up, stretching. I know, here you're gonna learn something about my sweet wife. When she's working, she loves to listen to disco music. What if you got up and did a little dance? What if you got up and sort of moved your body in a more playful way? You know, you could come kiss your wife. Because then we have the Empress, all right? And the Empress is a fun girl.
Yeah.
I think. You know, number one, she is sort of the proprietress of sex and fecundity, and like the very ground beneath her feet springs to life and responds with abundance and fullness.
And she strikes me as the kind of chick that has the resources to have a good time. Like, let's have a party. Let's have our friends over. Let's socialize. Let's bring our peeps together. Exactly.
And the Empress always reminds me of, you know, love and joviality, full tables, bountiful friendship, good wine, you know, celebration. And I am wondering when I see this card, and you tell me if I'm off here, but getting together and making special moments for your friends is something that really, really gives you a lot of joy in your life.
Yeah, it does for both Natalie and I.
Yeah, Natalie is Amy's twin sister. So we could invite her over for some laughter, song, and dance,
I'm sure
right?
she'd help plan it.
I'm sure she would. I'm sure she would. I want to pull one more card just to sort of point you, if that's okay with
Yeah,
you.
of course. You're the boss.
Now we have that on video. I would like you to all in the comments right now raise your hand if you just heard my wife say that I am the boss. That's me being a little foolish. Yeah. Ooh, honey, look. 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups. Now, I think that this is super important for fun because you can't create fun always in a vacuum, especially with this hard time that you've been going through right now. I think you need to reach out and connect. You know, so maybe getting together with another person and doing a fun tarot reading for them might be a way to play it out, pay it forward, move into deeper emotional connections with people. Do you see how we're moving from the swords, which your life has been a little swordful lately, into this beautiful creatrix, the Empress, you know, the divine feminine generator of beauty and wonder and abundance and fulfillment. And then you're being asked to connect cups on an emotional level, you know, getting people together, having a glass of wine or, you know, ginger ale, and really creating some fun moments with others. I know you did a road trip with your friend Lisa recently, and you got to talk a lot, and you thought that was really good. You also had such a fun conversation with your friend Janet on her birthday the other day.
And Sin.
And Sin Campbell is always a good one to uplift you. And what I notice is that when you are doing those kind of things, you never have the thing here.
Mm-hmm. And I'm better one-on-one too. I'm not a big party girl as an introvert.
Exactly. That's a good point. Good observation, babe. Amy's been doing the Hermiting Season Tarot Intensive, so she's honing her tarot chops, and I'm impressed. So my little tarot story around this would be to like use this clear intellectual observation quality that you have to identify the things that are making you squinty. Anything that's disempowering to you, before it consumes you, I want you to bury that sword in the ground and turn your attention to this creative, abundant, fulfilled kind of swirl around you. And then ask yourself, who do I need to call right now? Who do I need to make a coffee date with right now? Who do I need to make a plan with right now? Mm-hmm. And maybe sometimes you could say, I bet I need to kiss my wife.
Well,
so what do you think?
Lord knows there's a lot of friends that I've been neglecting because I've been way back worrying about work too much. So
yeah, I
think I need to dust off my telephone book and reach out to some of my friends and have more of those coffee and wine dates.
Exactly. Here. So this is just a little sample. You don't have to do a fun reading the way I do it. You could think up your own spread, ask your own fun question. You could, invite a pal over, and each of you take turns pulling cards for each other around fun. But at the end, it would be really great if you had a list. Because here's the thing, when you get in the crapola, you tend to roll around in the crapola. And if you have a list, then you can go back and say, oh, right, I was going to blah, 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 when I needed to bring fun, levity, joy, a little bit of foolishness, giving fewer fucks and having more smiles. So if you have a list, you can go back and review it. And if you make a list, I would love to hear what your list is down in the comments. Let me know what your fun plan is for 2020. Because not only am I just curious, but it helps all of us get more ideas. We'll have a whole big list generated by a larger group. You know, 2 heads are better than 1, and all the heads are really awesome at joy. So I hope you have enjoyed and had a little fun with us on this second day of Yule. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to be talking about journaling as a practice for personal growth with and without tarot cards, so both and. And so hit the bell for notifications. Join us tomorrow. Blessed Yule. Mwah!